Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here, and welcome to Triumph Tuesday. And look what we've got for us today. This is one of my favorite overall motorcycles, and it was recently brought to my attention that I don't have a video on one. Yeah, so it's a parallel twin, liquid cooled, 4-valve per cylinder, single overhead cam. I found two numbers on the displacement. One was 1197 cc's, the other is 1200. It's got a 270-degree crank, so it has that interesting noise. It uses, it's got 10.5 to 1 compression, so you can use regular gas if you'd like. 79 horsepower and 77 foot-pounds of torque. That's 105 newton meters. Now, I'm having a little trouble with that because that sounds, by modern standards, that doesn't sound like a stellar number, does it? But I will tell you that it comes in at the very bottom. It's right there, right at the bottom, right when you need it. And it's in an incredible useful range. It's just, my T100 right here has 67 horsepower, and the power seems to always be in the right spot, and that's how these engines are as well. So very good in that way. 6-speed transmission. It says torque assist. I'm not sure what torque assist means. That's the other thing about these. The transmissions on these are just fabulous. Triumph is I would say Triumph is definitely a luxury model motor. It's the Cadillac version of what you're aiming for. Okay, so let's jump to the front here. It's got aluminum rims, 190 by 18 front tire, aluminum rims, spoked on this one. Aluminum rims are much lighter, so there's a lot less mass. 18-inch, is that what it is? Yeah, 18-inch front tire. The brakes on this are a 310 millimeter dual disc, 310 millimeter Brembos. Looks like they're dual pot. Yes, 2-pot. And one thing about Triumphs, first time I rode a Triumph, the thing that grabbed me right away was the brakes, the handling, and then the quality of the bike. But just fabulous. 41 millimeter forks. There's 4.7 inches of travel, and look at that, they're covered. And then on the back, it's 4.7 inches of travel, but that's 120 millimeters. 31.1 inch seat, and that's 790 millimeters. That's with the stock seat. This is a Triumph Comfort seat in brown. Just look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Matches the bags. We'll get to the bags here in a minute. Wheelbase on something like this is 57.1 inches. That's 1,450 millimeters. I could not find a ground clearance. Fuel tank is 3.8 gallons. That's 14.5 liters. And wet weight on this bike is 520 pounds. And that's 236 kilo. And that's wet weight. Warranty on these bikes. This is a 22 and a used model, but on the new Triumphs, the warranty is 2 years unlimited mileage. So let's just start looking at the details real quick, okay? Stylized disc. It's got the real cool looking disc. The chrome stay, the fender, the boots on here. The Triumph insignia in the headlight, very good looking. Jumping over the engine, it's a liquid cooled engine, but it looks like it has the air cooled, it's all, it looks like milled fins, blacked out engine with milled fins. Has a Triumph heart, classic Triumph heart. Looks like the transmission here, but this is actually a chain cover. And I think the brake reservoir is back there. And then, even though it is fuel injected, it has these faux carburetors, fake carburetors. They look like old monoblocks. But isn't that just beautiful? They're so realistic, some people argue about it. And of course, this looks like an oil tank, even though it's a side cover. Just a gorgeous, very classic looking thing. So classic front end, classic all this, just a gorgeous thing. And then of course pea shooter pipes. Something I always point out on these is the rear end. They've got the cone, and if you look at the older bikes, they all have that. I can't remember the size of the disc on the rear. I think it was a 255 millimeter Nissan. And by the way, this is ABS front and back. Twin shocks on the back. This bike has Triumph branded bags right here. Very nice bags. Oh, they snap, so you don't have to worry about it. I like that look, don't you? So lots of storage. This bike's got a rack on the back. Like I said, the seat. They've got these engine bars on here. I love it. I love it. Okay, check that out. Isn't that just gorgeous? Jumping up to the tank. It's got the nice, isn't that just pretty? Knee pads, the flat style gas cap. This bike has got risers to raise the handlebars up and back a little bit. And just gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. instrument panel, dash, whatever you want to call it. Let's spark that up. ABS lights, engine light, oil light, neutral light over here, fuel gauge down here. I think this has multiple modes. I wonder if I can find a mode button right here. Rain, road. Got rain and road mode. We'll keep it in road mode. Odometer, information button right here. Let's see what that does. Must be okay. Miles per gallon, time, traction control on or off. Traction, you can turn the traction control off. Odometer, trip 1 and trip 2. Very nice. Cruise control, single button cruise control here. Blinkers, horn, flash to pass right there. And then look at these beautiful levers with their adjustable clutch lever on that side. And I believe it's an adjustable brake lever on that side. It is. Very nice. And onto this side, the mode button, hazard lights. This is the rocker switch to turn the motorcycle off, run, and then push it down to start. Very nice. And the classic Triumph mirrors. And I've got these on mine, and I just love them. To me, the only thing this bike is missing is a windscreen. I love it. Chain drive, by the way. These are all chain drive. Sight window for oil right there. Got the red plug cover. You know, that's a throwback to the days gone by. Radiator just kind of disappears. The angled pipes out, like a classic Bonneville has. Got the classic good looks of a 60s era Bonneville with the modern reliability and power and everything else of a modern motorcycle. Just fabulous, fabulous. I love it. And hey, I'm Fuzzy Biker, and we are going to go take that hot rod for a spin. Let's go. Wahoo! Okay, one thing about Triumph, I had they were not on my radar really. I knew they existed until I started coming to Baxter Cycle, and I rode a few of them. And what I learned right away is the fueling. First off, the fueling, well, the quality of the bike was just incredibly high. Incredibly high. Every detail, the engineering, the styling, the quality of the motorcycle, incredibly high. Then I rode one, and what I learned immediately was the fueling, the gas. How it works and responds to the rider is perfection. If a normal bike does fueling at 100 points, 100 different fueling points, I'll bet you Triumph does 300. Because it's just so much smoother, so much better, so much more wow. It's something like I said, something I noticed right away. I ride a lot of bikes, and that's something that jumped out at me. That's one of the reasons I wanted one of these. It's got a really good smooth pickup, nice pull. The torque on these is right at the bottom, literally right over idle it starts. I don't know how well this is going to turn, but let's give it a try. I forget what the wheelbase was. I think it was 57.1. I think that was, wow, look at that. 1470 or 1450 for the millimeters. Look at that. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's a 1200 cc, 520 pound motorcycle. Handles like a mini bike. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's what I mean about Triumph. The details, they take care of all the little details. It's really the Cadillac of motorcycles in that sense. I hate to use that kind of a phrase, but it's the luxury model. Every little thing is taken care of, you know. $60 already. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that gorgeous cloud bank up there. What a beautiful, I am sitting upright, lean forward slightly. The bars, I'm reaching to them a little bit. Like I said, this has the risers on it that brings the bars back. My legs, my feet are below my knees. My knees are almost straight out from my hips. Very comfortable. Straight up from my hips, but a little down. Very comfortable. I like that. It's got the, you know, the classic Triumph flat seat. A flat seat is something, the first day I rode my Triumph with a flat seat, I didn't like it. The second day I loved it. Once you get used to them, they're just phenomenal. Let's see what we do at 60. At 60 RPM, at 60 miles an hour, we're tracking about 25. Look at this, we're gonna pull it open here, right around the curve. Handles very well, very stable motorcycle. Now, that's what I mean about Triumph. How do they get stability and nimble handling in one bike? I like it. It just rolls like a dream. Roll-on's amazing. The bike seems to do everything effortlessly. I don't see it, it doesn't have any reviness, or it's just a very well-mannered machine. I like it a lot. Very good. I don't know if y'all can hear the sound on this, but it's got a really good rumble to it. Okay, we are fast approaching Iowa's busiest intersection. The clutch works excellent. We have the whole corner door cells today. My goodness, I better run home and post about that on Facebook. Let's get ahead of this car. We're going to short shift it. Very nice. So smooth. So smooth. This is a gentleman's bike. A gentleman's hot rod. Wow. Handling. I have not had to push one around very much. I think at 520 pounds, it's probably a handful to push around. It's not the heaviest bike in the world, and it is got a very low center of gravity, so it should push okay in the garage and driving around a parking lot or slow around town, no problems at all. Very good, very well mannered. The torque is excellent right at the bottom. The clutch has got fabulous feel, so no troubles there. From, let's say, 30 miles to 70, it's just an incredibly civilized machine. And then over that, I don't know how fast I've ever had one going before. It does well. I do like it. It's got a little bit of a gritty feel to it when you get over 5,000 RPM. Not a shake, barely a quiver, but you can certainly tell you're there. I think the only thing this motorcycle needs is a windscreen. A good, comfortable windscreen, and it would just be sure, you know, it's got the bags, it's got the comfort seat, the tour seat, it's got the rack on the back, crash bars. I mean, it's just got everything I would want in a motorcycle except the windscreen. Let's do a little cutting here. That's a little weighty, but not bad. You know, it does okay. When you have this kind of stability, you have to give up a little bit of the nimbleness. And like I said, they found a really good balance here. And the price on these, I think they're an underpriced value. They're just a very good. Check it out. Get online and check one out. I'll put the tag for this one up here in the picture right now. Okay, we are fast approaching our turn. We are now entering the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Hear that? Oh, that sounds so good. Home of Baxter Cycle, seller of new and used Royal Enfields and Triumphs and British bikes of all types. What a bike, what a bike. Incredibly torquey. I would say that's one of the key features of this motorcycle. Ultra torquey. Look at that. It just handles like a dream. Just handles like a dream. Look at that. I'm just barely rolling here. I like it. I like it a lot. Haha. That is the derailed grill right there. If you ever get to Marnie, give those guys a try. Okay, we're going to slow down a little bit. Life is good. Life is good. BaxterCycle.com. Get on there, check this out. They've got a whole list of wonderful mics, all kinds of accessories, all kinds of good stuff. But this would be a very good touring bike with a windscreen on it, I think. I could see that. Excelente. Alrighty, my friends. We have made it back. That is the Royal Enfield building right there, Baxter Cycle. This is the Triumph building. If the weather's nice where you're at, get yourselves out on the motorcycle and take a ride. Life is good. Wahoo! Triumph T120C competition. Triumph Bonneville T120C. That's got the pipes, no headlight, only a tachometer. It doesn't have the rack on the tank. It's got a different seat. I don't know if it came that way or not, but and I think the engines are tuned differently on these. I think these had the higher powered engines, a couple of horsepower more. Beautiful in the sun, isn't it?